extremely useful piece of machinery, and it's called the disc sander. And the disc sander will again mechanically either flatten a surface of a piece of wood or a piece of acrylic, not metal in this case, so really you're talking about either acrylic or timber, or it may be you want a rounded surface. In other words, it'll just sand it to a shape you want, or it'll sand it smooth. Wonderful machine, can be quite dangerous because things can fly off it, and also because it's an exposed, spinning, very rough sandpaper. If your hands do get too close to it, or your knuckles, then accidents can happen. So you do have to be careful about how you use this thing. Probably not gloves, because if you use gloves, it's very hard to actually control the material that you're holding. Definitely goggles though. So you usually find a pair of goggles hanging up. If not, do go and find some. Just put the goggles on with my own glasses, like that. So that if anything does come up from the machine, it's not going to get me in the eye. The controls for this are just on the top. There's a green button, which is this one, which is at the moment not working, so I'm going to just press that and that. The red button there is the off switch. Now let's just say I want to make a rounded corner on that piece of wood. This will do that job ideally. So I'm going to turn it on. See, I've got a nice round corner on the piece of wood there. Okay, now the machine's quite noisy, so if I just sort of mime what I was doing there, I was holding the piece of wood as far across to this side as I possibly can. So don't use the middle part of the wheel, use the outside part of the wheel. If you use the middle, it's more likely to go wrong. So as far over as you possibly can, and then it was just a case of keeping the work flat on the table, which is most important. Don't hold the work sort of up in the air like that. Okay, keep it flat on the work surface, and then you can turn it that way and that way as much as you want. But again, make sure that your hands are well away from that spinning surface. Don't try to sand anything too small, because if you do, your fingers and your knuckles will get too close to the spinning surface. So make sure that your hands are well away from there. Okay, it leaves quite a nice smooth finish. Might just need a little bit of sandpaper just to make it even smoother. And that is the disc sander.